What up, YouTube? Denny in Saigon. Thanks for watching my video. My name's Denny. I'm an American. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I enjoy it real well. It's a real nice place to be. It's the end of January, towards the end of January, and I'm not wearing socks. Sent my mom a picture last night of my classroom. The kids didn't have shoes or socks on. My mom said, "Where's their shoes?" I said, "They're in the hallway, Mom." It's real cold back home where I'm from in Indiana. I'm sure they're all wearing long unders. If I go back home and I have to live through another winter, I'm going to have to go buy lots of clothes. I told my mom I'll have to go to Wally and just buy tons and tons of clothes. I'm living out of a bag here. One bag is enough for me here. In Indiana, I'll have to have a whole wardrobe, 2 wardrobes for 4 seasons. Not that pleasant. I talk a lot about going home a lot. I'm not sure what the hell to do, I'm trying to figure it all out. I mean, I'm going home to visit my kids. I may stay there till the end of summer. I don't have a huge amount of money. I have to pay sport. I have some money. I'm saving it. You're able to save money here, which is cool. It's very cheap to live here. I have a cheap room. If I wanted to have a nice apartment, I could afford that, but I have a cheap room and a really old, broken motorbike, and I send a lot of my money home to my kids. I pay support with it, or I save it for my trip home. It's probably 95 degrees. It is a little warm. When you're teaching, you do get overheated pretty easily. They'll often provide a fan for the students and an air con, but a lot of times you don't get a fan or anything. Sometimes it's like I got to wring my shirt out. I'm just soaked to a sweat. 30-minute classes usually. That's what I prefer. Sometimes they do give me a 2-hour class in the language center, which is, it's kind of a lot with one group of kids, but if there's a teacher's assistant, it's okay usually. I like the 30-minute classes. I have a little girl in my preschool, and she's got 6 toes, man. We're counting toes, and 6 toes on 1 foot. So she's got 11 toes. She's a beautiful, gorgeous little girl. Just like an angel. Maybe 2 years old and 6 toes. So you see the strangest things. Another little student that I have, two students, brother and sister. They have, I don't know what the condition is that's going on with them, but they have basically very small eyes. Her eyes are so small, almost just slits. And the little girl, she's like 3, and of course she's very lovely, very beautiful, and sweet as can be. She comes up and she gets real close to my face, and she's trying to look at my face, and she's feeling my face and feeling my whiskers. Of course, I love my students very much. They're all very lovely. Don't really have to wait for the light here. It's kind of just recommended. The kind of thing about it is, man, even if you do or you don't wait on the light, it might not matter. It might not matter a bit, You really just need to look, and they go. A lot of times they don't look here in Vietnam. They like to pull out and stuff. They don't look. They don't look left if they go right if they go left. So you got to know that if you're driving here. After about 2 years of living in Saigon, or living in Vietnam, and most of it in Saigon, I can drive just like these people do here. And that does take a little bit of time to get used to, but I drive just like they do. I go on the left when I have to, and up on the sidewalk when I have to, and I know when to jump the light and when not to. Yeah, it's a nice place to live. Love living here. Easy place to live. The West is changing real fast. Who knows where it's headed? Nobody knows. A lot of people think they know, but I'm sure nobody knows. a guy I follow on Facebook, Drew Nickel, he did a article the other day about, the 2026 elections. 2020, is that right? 2024. Whenever Ocasio-Cortez, she'll be 35. She'll be just old enough to run for president. And do you think the Dems would vote in someone like Ocasio-Cortez? Yeah, I think they would. I absolutely think they would. She's almost radical leftist, far enough for them. I've never believed that most of the country is kind of in the middle. I don't believe that. I think most people are either right or left. Most people are either normal or left. There are some people on the right, but you get cast on the right if you're not a big lefty. We've just come out with this, the news every day just kills me. Opened an investigation on Trump the day after he fired Comey. A lot of this stuff was already known, but man, Rosenstein, he wrote a letter recommending that they fire Comey, and there's all kind of Democrats that hated Comey before he got fired. Oh, typically, right? Typically, the way the Democrats do. They talk out of both sides of their mouths all the time, okay? Just like calling, the border crisis no crisis. There's no crisis on the border. Healthcare, oh, that's a crisis. School lunch program, a big crisis. Gun ownership, crisis. Shootings, crisis. But not this. I have a teacher, former German teacher, Herr Schwartz. Follow him on Facebook, and he's such a lefty. He's a grown man. You'd think he'd have better opinions, but he likes to talk bad about white people. He doesn't like white people. He's always he posts a picture today of white killers, Kaczynski and some other, I forget who the others are. As if only white people kill people, only white people do bad things. I'm all right with being white. I'm not ashamed of it. No, if I'm proud of it, I'm not ashamed of it. You can come here and you can be white, and they're not going to. You're not going to be hated. You won't be hated for being white here. In the West, yeah, you're not appreciated, and sometimes you are hated. Sometimes you're hated in Western cultures. Who knows where that culture's headed? Who knows? Left. It's headed left, I think. A lot of people, they talk about Q and the deep state's New World Order's losing and all. I don't see it. Number one, I don't trust this Q person. Anybody like that, no. And so when I hear some people talk about Q, I immediately think, what can you know? I mean, how honest can you be, or how smart can you be if you're just trusting this intel drops online and stuff on 8chan? I don't think so. I don't think the New World Order is losing. I think Trump's going to be lucky to make it to the end of his term alive. And I think the American public's never going to pick another president ever again. Go this way, right on the sidewalk. Nope, they're never going to pick another president again. That's what happened. The American public picked their own president. And the deep state, they don't want any of that. They don't want you picking your own leaders. They'll choose who runs your country. Squeeze right through these people having this conversation right here. Looks like she fell off a bicycle or something. Poor her. My hotel's just right up here, and you see this road. It's real hard to get across this traffic right here. I don't like to do it. This road here. I saw a motorbike underneath a bus right in front of my hotel just a couple weeks ago, so this is a dangerous road. A lot of them are in Saigon, of course. My name's Denny. I appreciate you watching my video if you are. I hope you have a real nice day. They pulled that tree out yesterday. I wonder what they're going to do there. Home sweet home.